Thanks for watching this video regarding the Business Toolbox compensation plan, and I'm going to be going over the different levels that we have here in the compensation plan. Now my first screen is limited to the lower levels, which is $25, $50, $100, and $200. Now this we call your right now money. Okay, this is the money which is a shot in the arm, and these commissions are calculated on an instant/daily basis. So we start out at the $25 Business Center, and you're going to go directly underneath the person that you signed up under in one of the first 6 positions in their Business Center. And as we progress here, I want to read to you a few things so this way you know some of the mechanics. All levels fill from left to right, from top to bottom on a first come, first served basis, which means that you get the first available position in order of preference as far as when people sign up. All cycling is automatic, and re-entry purchases are taken from the profits earned. Upgrading to upper levels, again, is automatic from profits earned, or they can be purchased ahead of time in your dashboard or other places in your back office. Auto upgrade can also be disabled in your edit profile. Normally, people leave that checked on because they want to upgrade and leverage themselves to higher levels, but if you want to cycle a few times at one level, you can do that by disabling if you'd like. Everything is automatic, so the company does all of that for you. There's no hunting for payments or anything like that. You, in turn, just build your business. So here we use a 2x2 business system. The first two is the first two in your 2x2. That means 2 people underneath any given person. The next 2 is the second level, so that's 2 wide and 2 deep. And number 1 has 3 and 4 underneath them. Number 2 is 5 and 6. So the key thing to remember is this level here, this pay line, or we call it a success line, is the line that's going to calculate your commissions. In this case, the $25 level would be 25, 25, 25, 25. Once this 6-person business cycle is filled, you earn a $100 gross commission. And what we mean by gross commission means that's the total before you re-enter into another business center. Because there's no other sales positions in this business center, the system has to take one of those sales and put you into another business center underneath your inviter. And you'll grab one of the 6 positions in their current business center. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, all depending on which one's the first one open. And thus, the same thing would happen with all of your people. They'll follow you once they fill up their business center. So it's very important to work and train with your people, because that's going to facilitate that cycling process, and they're going to follow you. And as they pick up the pace and start to fill up your business center, when they land on your C, D, E, and F, or 1 or 3, 4, 5, and 6 positions, you're going to get paid again and again and again. So it's like a residual income without being a traditional monthly. All right, so now if we keep on going here, we have in turn a $50 coming out to fund your $50 business center. That's the auto entry system, the auto upgrade system. So if you had a $75 left over, that means $50 would come out, leaving you with $25 to go into the $50 business center, and again, coming from profit. And again, that reentry is still happening there, as I mentioned before. There's a $10 one-time upgrade fee per level, not per cycle. So this way, every time you upgrade from one level to another, it's a one-time admin fee, or upgrade fee we call it, to facilitate the company, to support you with training and the website help, support, and for programming. The only time this $10 is not applicable is whenever people sign up and they first join the program. As an incentive to go as high as they possibly can, those $10 are waived. But afterwards, anyone that upgrades later on, those $10 are in force. So as you keep on doing this and you're going up to higher levels, you're now in the $50 business center, and thus when you fund it, the $25 goes up, and the $10 one-time upgrade fee, you net $15. Now, you only have to fund the level above you one time, and thus every time you do that, your gross commissions and net commissions are going to be a better ratio. So the first time it's $15, but after that you don't have to fund your business center, okay? And thus you are going to make more money, which is the $75 cycle here. So let's continue to go, and we'll show you how everything flows. Now I'm going to go faster and faster because everything is exactly the same for each individual dollar amount. All you do is plug in different dollar amounts. 50, 50, 50, and 50 is a $200 commission. That's your gross commission for that cycle. $50 goes back in to recycle you into the system. The system is going to fund you into the next higher business center of 100. There's that $10 one-time admin fee, and thus the same process happens. You have your net commission there, and also you're going to be doing 50, 50, 50, 50 in any re-entry that you do here, and thus your commissions would be, again, 200 here, but you're not having to fund the 100 already because you already did that, right? So again, the key thing to remember here is that every time you're upgrading, you're coming out of profit to do that. The other thing I want to tell you too is that you don't have to wait to cycle to upgrade. You can upgrade as soon as you want. So this way, if you want to position yourself at higher levels, go for it. Just check those boxes. Make sure you have the funds in your account or from commissions, or you can add funds from a credit card or whatever to be able to upgrade to those higher levels. So this commission cycle keeps on happening over and over again. The same thing, 100, 200, 300, 400 makes you a $400 commission, and then 100 goes back in to recycle you into the system, and $200 goes back out to put you at the $200 business center with a $10 upgrade fee, leaving you a $90 net commission on that. So that process keeps on happening again. You recycle this reentry position here, gets you a $400 commission there, and the same thing is happening. Now, while this is all going on, the $50 and the $25 business center is all doing the same thing. So all of these levels, these business centers, all work at different speeds from each other, and you continue to make and accrue income and profits on each of these business centers, and you can cash out at any time you like. So now, as we're going through here, you see also the 200, 200, 200, 200. That's an $800 payday. And then you're putting $200 back into it to recycle into the system. And as we move up to the higher business centers, you have now the $400 business center. And the same mechanics happen here. $400 goes out of your $200 business center to fund you into the 400. And then you start the same process there with the $10 coming out to do that. And at that point, you also have those $400 commissions coming in to your $400 business center, which is 400, 400, 400, and 400. So as you keep on going on here, you notice that each time you do this, you're going back in, and that cycling process and re-enter process keep on happening over and over again, and you can fund all the way into the highest business center, which is the $800 and the $1,600 level as we progress through here. So let's show you first the $800 business center. So as you cycle through, the $800 to fund the $800 business center is coming in from the proceeds of the $400 business center, and meanwhile, you're still going in and you're processing those funds from the re-entry in the 400, and that process still happens there, and you still have the $800 business centers coming in at the $800 level. So you have $800, $16, $24, $3,200 there, nice payday, and $800 goes back in to recycle you into that business center. So now you have that $800 here, $2,400 net profit going in to recycle you, and that process happens over and over and over again, thus increasing the gross and net incomes that you have for yourself. So if we continue on here, now the biggest one that we have here, obviously the one where you're going to make the significant income, is the $1,600 business center. And that is where you make the life-changing money, because each one of the people that land on your second level for the $1,600 business center is going to earn you $1,600, and that's where you make some significant money. So this is where it gets even better. Now we're going to show you here the $1,600 level, and we'll show you the life-changing money. $1,600 per spot is going to generate you $6,400. Now the same thing happens, but you don't have to fund anything higher than that. So this way the funding process is not there, and every time you cycle, you're going to be netting yourself a huge amount of money. $6,400 gross commission minus $1,600 is $4,800 net commission every single time you cycle. That is incredible, guys. Incredible amounts of money. Now, if you add all of these together, it is well over $10,000 in commission just from one cycle. Now, as I mentioned before, all of these are cycling it all at different times for yourself. So this way you can have 25, 25, 50, 100, 200, 400, 1,600, 25, 200, 400, that kind of thing. thing happening all the time for yourself. So the better you train and motivate and work with your people, the more those people are going to be following you into those upper business levels. And also we mentioned before that you do not have to wait until you cycle in order to get up to those higher levels. You can just purchase those levels as you want. And in turn, of course, you're getting business bucks, which are product credits that you can buy. And that goes without saying that every time you re-enter, as well as when you purchase positions to first join any of these business levels, you're going to be getting those business bucks products. And this way we stay compliant. So all of this is all from a $25 one-time startup. Okay, one $25 startup can leverage yourself up to $1,600 and make that life-changing money. So if you want to accelerate that process, please go ahead and do so and purchase those levels. Now, what we want you to do is obviously contact the person who invited you, see if they're at those levels, and give them the option of upgrading before you, if at all possible. And if they decide they do not want to do that, hey, go for it. But you want to coordinate that with them as well, too. So you give them the option to be compensated for that as well. If they're not able to do that, you're welcome to go up. And later on, if they follow you, then the next time you cycle at any given level, then they will recapture you. So we have a recapture feature there as well, too. So $4,800 net, $4,800 gross at the $1,600 level is one heck of a payday. So thanks, guys, for watching this video regarding the Business Toolbox compensation plan called the Business Center's The Right Now Money.